Hey guys, it's been a while. It's 2026. It's been a year since I've talked to most of y'all, almost all of y'all, and I thought I'd come on here and make a video while I'm running some peak, just some solo peak. This game's really peaceful, by the way. I recommend it for everybody, but I thought I'd just kind of start recording and talk about some stuff on my mind. Um, my bad if I'm just kind of yapping on some of these things. But I kind of wanted to talk about some stuff. So just like a quick little TLDR, like TL didn't watch. I'm essentially just gonna talk about what happened to the main channel, um, what happened, or like what I'm up to right now, and basically some stuff that I kind of want to bring across to you guys. Because obviously, if you guys watch my videos, it's usually because you're bored, or you're eating, or you want something to watch. Um, and I never really get to talk to y'all about like more serious stuff, such as facing your goals, like all that sort of stuff. So I feel like I'm in a really good position to talk about that since I've made a career out of the stuff that I'm interested in and some of the side projects that I've done. So I've both met financial needs, just kind of like aspiration needs. I'm in a pretty good position and I feel like I can talk about that sort of stuff. And hopefully it helps out at least one person. That's kind of all I want from this video, even if it gets like what, 2 views. But yeah. I already made an announcement on my Discord talking about. Okay, I hit by coke. But as I was saying, I already made an announcement talking about some of the stuff that happened, but I know not everyone reads them, and that's fine. But basically, around early 2025, I decided to fully retire from YouTube. Now, what does that mean? It's not really a traditional retirement where I do nothing, and I'm not giving away my channel. Don't ask to buy it. You know, I've got a few requests from that. It's nothing like that. It's basically me just saying I'm stepping back from making the usual uploads I do. I'm not going to be relying on it for income. I'm not going to be just like really focused on it as much as I used to be, you know? And that's basically all that means. So it's not too complicated. And essentially what it meant was I'm stepping back from it, but you'll notice that there were still uploads. And I'm just here to kind of clarify things on that. So one thing that you'll notice is I did in fact upload some compilations of old videos, yada yada yada. Essentially I just wanted to post some stuff before the year ended because I feel like I wanted to close the chapter within 2025. And so I did do some compilation stuff, but it wasn't really me, it was my editor, so credit goes to him, okay? But literally it would just compile, like let's say I did 5 JJK videos, it would compile all the JJK videos into this huge compilation for those that watch it. And the reason for this is I notice in my analytics, most of my views when I do post a video come from new people, like people that don't usually watch me. And so because of that, some people that have never seen my JJK stuff can fully enjoy those compilations. So they're not really for old fans, they're for new fans, and that was that. But I thought it was a fun format, I wanted to try it, and my editor was super down for it, and so I gave that a shot. Either way, I'm done with that now. Now that 2026 began, I'm done with the compilation, so you guys don't have to worry about that stuff. You'll also notice that I make a couple tutorials now. So essentially, I was looking at kind of like different formats that I can do that's a lot less effort, and that I can do on my free time, because now I do have a lot of free time, but I don't really want to pursue anything as heavily. But the tutorial stuff is like, yes, it's simple, but there's another thing I really like about them, and it's that you just kind of help people. And I'm a pretty big figure in the whole Minecraft YouTube stuff. I know what I'm doing when it comes to that sort of stuff. I know what I'm doing when it comes to Minecraft editing and a couple other things. And at first I kind of just thought, hey, let me just help you guys out a little bit for those that are interested in content creation. And then I saw that I actually enjoyed it. So I will be doing tutorials, not consistently, just whatever I feel like I want to make a tutorial. And it just helps people like throughout time. So obviously these videos aren't going to get views, but I don't really care because I'm retired. And so yeah, my entire goal with those tutorials is just to help you guys out, and that's that. And even if it's not you guys, it's just to help out anybody, right? Anybody that searches up anything related to the tutorials that I make will find the video and hopefully find it helpful. So moving on to 2026 and so on and so forth, expect tutorials on the channel as opposed to, let's say, my regular content. that's that. Did I want to have it in that situation? I mean, I didn't really plan to make tutorials from the get-go, but I think it'd be fun. I think it's better than letting the channel die. I don't think anyone wants to see the channel die. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you guys think about that. But it's literally just for fun. I like doing it when I am free and I have nothing better to do. Yeah. I enjoy it. Hopefully other people find it helpful, and that's about it. Now, I made the announcement. Ooh, I didn't even realize I wasn't on capture mode. Whoops. I made the announcement that I was going to retire a little bit late, and I also would like to explain that. I didn't tell you guys because I felt like I didn't need to. Like, I wanted you guys to kind of just see it naturally fizzle out. I wasn't even gonna make this video. Because not that I didn't think you guys deserve to know or anything, but I just didn't think it'd be that big of a deal because of how YouTube kind of is. It's like, oh, if someone doesn't make a good video, then whoever's making the good videos are going to be the ones being pushed out. So I was just like, you guys will eventually find other people to watch, and people honestly just as or even more entertaining than I was. And so that's kind of like how I was thinking about it. And again, it's not a hard quit, right? I'm still gonna be making tutorials and doing stuff on the channel because, yo, that's my childhood, right? It's like my childhood project. Of course I'm gonna do stuff on it. It's just not a career for me anymore. That's literally it. So yeah, I decided to tell you guys after half a year of me switching out of it, and that's just because I was also figuring out my own stuff. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I used to think that YouTube was my passion. Now I was in a really weird situation where I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, right? Because obviously I was in a retired position, but I'd still like to do something, work on something, and that's kind of what I was trying to figure out. But I came to a pretty decent position and I figured out what it is I wanted to do, and obviously that's a fortunate situation. Anywho, that is what happened. That is the situation when it comes to that sort of stuff. What am I up to now? So again, it's like the tutorial stuff that I already mentioned. I play games here and there, and like I'm basically just spending more time with family, friends, traveling a little bit. I just came back from a 1-month China trip, something I would have never have been able to do if I just continued doing what I did before, because I used to have to post once a week, which means for me to take a 1-month trip, I would have to pre-fire 4 different videos, hire an editor for 4 of them, make thumbnails for 4 of them, and have them pre-ready. It's a lot of work, to be honest with you guys, and so that's why I wouldn't have been able to do it. But now I have so much free time and I'm able to actually live out basically life, right? Be able to do all these fun things, and yeah. I'm also just kind of getting into hobbies and stuff such as biking. I'm trying to get into snowboarding pretty soon as well. So just like random different things. So that is what I'm up to now. Yeah. And then the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about is just like goals. Everyone has them, whether you know what your goal is or not. You know, there's a lot of people in the world, even including my friends, where like they know they're ambitious about something, but they don't know what to be ambitious about. That's a lot of people, actually. And it's kind of like the same as a college major, I guess, in a way. It's like, oh, I don't know what to study, but I want to study something, right? It's like the same thing. But what I wanted to talk about is like the amount of people that have goals and just don't pursue them. And I kind of wanted to sit here and tell y'all that you should pursue them, even if they're stupid, even if they are probably a waste of time. As again, I'm living proof that if you pursue the goals that you want to pursue, it'll lead you somewhere, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say you can make a career out of it, but what I'm saying is like you will learn something, whether it's about yourself or about your field. The point is, you will learn something off of doing something. So obviously I'm an ex-YouTuber, so I'm gonna be diving into a little bit of like YouTube specific stuff, but this applies to anything, whether you're a writer, whether you're an artist, whether you're just doing something that's outside of school. Could even apply to in school, but I'm not too sure how good it applies to that. But basically, I think everybody should just do stuff. And if you're interested in something, there's no there's like absolutely no reason for you not to try stuff and do stuff and like work on that outside of school. So I noticed a lot of like creators, they say they want to do YouTube, but then never do YouTube, or they say they want to do something and they never do it. And it's a very common thing. It's more common than you guys actually think. So like, even a lot of my close friends, they want to do YouTube. They say they want to work on something. They say they want to work on their own business, but then none of them really take action on it. And it's not like there's something inherently wrong with that, but it's like you should work on your goals. You should want to work on stuff, right? I'm in a really tricky situation. What the heck? But the reason I kind of mentioned that at all is because I started the YouTube stuff when I was really young, when I was like 16. But even if you're not super young, it doesn't really matter. The point is just start something. And I kind of want to preface the fact that it will get you somewhere. So for example, if I never started YouTube, I would have never been in my position I'm in, obviously. But a bigger thing that I want to point out is if I never started YouTube, I would have never learned how to edit. If I never started YouTube, I would have never learned how to use Photoshop, which I use to this day. And so all of these random skills were things I had to learn to make a YouTube video, right? And so if you learn whatever it is you want to do, you will learn all these stupid skills. Like even writing a book. Let's say you want to publish a book, you got to figure out how that whole system works, right? Unless you're using like a publisher or something, then it's probably even more complicated, matter of fact. And so what I'm just trying to point out is like if you do something, even if you don't like make it your career, make it anything, you will get somewhere. And somewhere is better than nowhere. You'll get skills, you'll learn stuff, you'll just improve as a person. And I think that's more important than anything. So even if I never made a career out of YouTube, I would have learned all these random skills that could have potentially helped me out in the future, whether it was financially, whether it was not financially, you know? And so I just kind of want to tell y'all, like, y'all should chase it because we only got one chance here. I know like a lot of y'all spend a lot of time playing games, watching videos. That's fine too. You should do that in moderation, of course. But chase your goals, bro. Like, it's crazy I even have to say it, but chase them, bro. They're gonna lead you to crazy places. You won't even know where they're gonna lead you to. Y'all think I knew that I was gonna be like a YouTuber with almost 400k subscribers when I started? Hell no. I was happy if I got 1,000, bro. If I got 100 subs, I would have been happy. And look at the position I'm in now. So it's like, y'all really should chase these goals. And I'm gonna tell you, like, you don't need to be amazing at everything. You just need to be okay at it. And if you do act on your goals, and if you do anything, all you need to do is take action. So like, think art, right? The way an artist learns how to do art is different. Everyone's different. But the idea is like, for you to learn art, you have to draw. Doesn't matter when you draw, how you draw, where you draw. The point is draw. If you draw, you're already, in my opinion, 80% ahead of every single potential artist that could be an amazing artist, that could be very talented, and they just haven't started. You're already ahead of them. What the hell? Okay, get off of me. Go somewhere, bro. Jesus Christ. But you get the point, right? And so for me, it's just like the huge thing that I did differently is the fact that I started YouTube, and I just did it. Whether it worked out or not, I made videos. Whether people liked it or not, I made videos. And almost to this day, right? All I really ever do is just make videos and hope that something works out. Obviously, there's more thought put into it, but the idea is like if you make a video, you're already ahead of like 90% of people. So if you have any goals, you should act on it. Like genuinely just act on it. Will it be like, I don't know. It's like, I can't really predict where it'll go. And it's not my position, or it's not really a point for me to predict it. Nobody knows. But if you just start that thing that you had on your mind, all I know is you won't regret it. And the only reason you won't regret it is because you'll either learn something or it'll lead you somewhere. And those two things are some of the most valuable things that I've learned as someone that is successful in a creative field. And so yeah, if you have a thing that you want to write, if you have a webtoon that you want to draw, if you have a YouTube channel that you want to do, just do it. And honestly, I think for majority of people, I think Everyone should have a YouTube channel. I honestly don't understand why people don't have YouTube channels. You can do any niche. You can do a writing niche. You can do a drawing niche. And you don't even have to make great content, you know? Genuinely, what I think about the content creator sphere is you don't need to be that creative. You don't need to be that interesting. People will watch anyways. There's people that watch people that are weird. There's people that watch people that are boring. Okay? Honestly, I've seen people blow up and all they do is nothing. They just chill around, right? Look at a bunch of the streamers that are like middle level. You'll notice a lot of them don't even do anything that crazy. A lot of them just play games and they're still big. Now, will it get you ahead of like everybody? No, but like that'll get you somewhere, and somewhere is better than nowhere. So yeah. And again, my goal is pretty simple. If this was helpful to at least one other person, or it convinced you to take one action towards your goal, that's basically all I really want. And yeah, so it's more of like a message that I would want to give myself before I, got big on YouTube. It's just like, keep doing stuff, because it'll come to you. It'll genuinely come to you. And like, again, I'm sure each of you guys have the potential to do anything in any field, because genuinely anything is possible. This world is just kind of full of opportunity. The fact that I get to talk to y'all, people I've never met before, people that aren't even in my damn city, is crazy in itself. The fact that the internet is where I have a career is also crazy. And it's just like, use these opportunities, because if you don't and you just sit around doing nothing, then you will achieve nothing. That's the only way you can really fail, is if you just stop. Get it? So yeah. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully it was kind of cool to see what I've been up to. Y'all could also just ask me questions if y'all have any questions. I feel like I explained everything, but if in case I didn't, and you do have some questions for me, feel free to ask in the comments or whatever. I'll like reply if I open that account. I have like notifications on my phone, so I'll be able to see them. The hell? The damn tornado. I swear that thing spawned on me. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say. I've been good. I'm planning to make the most out of my 2026, hopefully with a lot of new hobbies, new experiences, and just like, just living my life out to the fullest. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you all have a good day, and peace out.